guys, Deanna Deacon with Vitality Pure. Well, while all of you are out hustling and bustling and finishing all your Christmas shopping and making sure all the Christmas baking is done and the decorations are hung up, I want to shed some light on what it can be like to set some New Year's resolutions for the new year coming that you can actually achieve. I know, it seems like such a long lost act of achieving the goals that you set, but I'm going to share something with you that I think is going to make a really big difference for you. So I'm going to share with you 3 tips to actually achieve your goals for the new year. And I want you to take them seriously because they can make a massive transformation for you. They've made a big change for me and allowed me to achieve a lot of goals that I've set for myself. So the first thing that I want you to recognize is when you're setting a goal, think to yourself, what is it about this goal that I actually want to achieve? So if you say your goal is to go to the gym 3 times per week for all of 2016, ask yourself, what about going to the gym matters to me? Is it the fact that I want to lose weight? Is it that I want to feel healthier? Is it that someone in my office is also going to the gym 3 times a week and they just seem so much happier, and so I figure if I go that many times, then I'll be the same as them? Or perhaps it's just that you don't want to come home from work and sit on the couch every single night and watch TV because you're bored. So you need some sort of structure to get you moving and get you out of the house. Whatever it is that you set your goal for, it's important for you to recognize why you are setting this goal. So when you're asking yourself these questions, think to yourself, how do I want to feel and how do I want to act once I have achieved this goal or when I'm in the process of achieving it? Having an understanding of how you want to feel and how you want to act will allow you to actually set the correct goal and allow you to start acting and feeling that way as you come closer to achieving that goal. It's really important to recognize that it's not just about achieving the goal, it's about the way that you live once you've achieved that goal. So if you set the wrong goal, you're not going to achieve it and then you're just going to stay exactly where you are now, except you might also feel crappy because you've just failed at achieving your goal. So it's really important to ask yourself, how do I want to feel and how do I want to act when I have achieved this goal? The next thing I want to bring up is, how are you motivated? What is it that gets you moving and makes you want to achieve anything? Ask yourself, are you externally motivated or internally motivated? If you're externally, chances are you will have people coming and asking you questions. How's it going achieving that goal? Have you managed to stick to that goal that you set for yourself? How are you doing with what you decided you wanted to do? Having people ask you questions, keep you accountable, and just really check in with how you're doing can be a really strong motivating factor for a lot of people. However, if you're internally motivated, just the fact that you've set a clear and concise goal for yourself means you need to achieve it. And if you don't achieve it internally, you're going to feel very, very disappointed and dissatisfied. So this is important because if you set a goal for yourself and you're externally motivated, but you don't tell anybody that you set the goal, you don't have anyone helping keep you accountable. So it's really important to recognize how it is that you're motivated. And consider, do you work well with positive reinforcement? So perhaps having someone cheerlead you along the way or giving you some sort of reward when you've achieved the small goals that you've set for yourself? Or are you better off with negative outcomes? So if you don't achieve your goal on this day, this happens. Or have someone kind of reprimand you and say, you really should have gotten that done and I'm disappointed that you haven't. Which is it that you respond best to? Whichever it is, recognize that and utilize it. Whatever gets you motivated is going to be what will keep you motivated to actually achieve your goals. So again, ask yourself, are you externally or internally motivated? And how can you set yourself up for success knowing that this is how you get motivated? The third thing that I want to share with you is please, with your goals, I want you to be clear and I want you to be specific. So if you say to yourself, in 2016, I'm going to be healthy. Well, what does that mean? My version of healthy is probably completely different than your version of healthy. And what does healthy even mean? Does it mean that you need more downtime? Does it mean that you want to lose weight? Does it mean that you want to become a vegetarian? Or does it mean that simply you want to cut down to 1 cup of coffee a day? It can vary for every single person. And it's important for you to recognize that healthy is your own view of what that means. So what does it mean to you? Do some investigative work. Who around you is healthy that you look up to or you view them as someone that you would like to be living a life that they're living. Or ask yourself, when in your life have you felt your healthiest? And what about that time in your life was so impactful for you and so important? Recognize what it is that you're trying to achieve, so it's not vague. You want to make sure that your subconscious and your conscious mind know how to make this happen for you and know how to put you on the right pathway. Once you've figured out perhaps what healthy means to you or what your goal means to you, then get very specific. So if you've decided that being healthy in 2016 means more downtime, well, how do you want to achieve that downtime? Don't just say, my goal is to have more downtime. How are you going to do it? Are you going to meditate? Are you going to go to yoga class? Are you going to relax on the couch? Are you going to go to bed earlier? What does that mean for you? So once you've figured that out, let's say your goal is to be healthier, you want more downtime, and for you that's going to be having a bath. Now I want you to be realistic. Let's say your goal then becomes, I will have a bath once a week for the rest of 2016. Now ask yourself, when am I going to have that bath? Am I going to aim for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday? What night is it that's going to work best for me? Now it's okay if you don't actually achieve this every single week, but it gives you a framework with which to work within so that you can keep yourself on track, so you recognize whether or not you are actually achieving your goal. Because if not, chances are you're going to say, well, I didn't have a bath last week, but I'll have 2 this week. And then this week happens, and I'll have 3 next week. And then suddenly it's the end of the year and you have a lot of baths to catch up on and you don't feel any healthier. So please get clear and be specific with your goals. So just to recap, the 3 pieces that I pointed out to you are, how do I want to feel and how do I want to act once I've achieved this goal? How am I motivated? And to get clear and get specific on all of your goals. I wish you great, happy holidays, and I hope they're filled with love and laughter and lots of fun. And if you have any questions about setting some goals for yourself for 2016, please send me an email at info@vitalitypure.com, or you can always send me a message on Facebook and I'd be happy to chat about your goals. Happy holidays!